What's up YouTube, it's Lucas back with another video, and in this video I will be talking about how you can get paid to acquire more leads for financial advisors and real estate agents with this well-known but little understood strategy. Alright, so let's dive right into it. But before I talk any more about the strategy, I want to talk about this thing called pop-up ads, right? So to understand the whole thing, you need to understand the context of how this strategy came about. And to do that, we need to explore this thing called pop-up ads. So for those of you who have used the computer maybe like 20 years ago or maybe 10 years ago, you would remember pop-up ads, right? Pop-up ads are basically things that when you go to a website, when you're looking for information, and then this pop-ups will just pop, come up, like fill your screen with all sorts of pop-ups. There were pop-ups that were telling you to enter this contest to win $1 million, enter your email address to get this, enter your email address to get that, and other than just being very spammy, there was also a huge problem with pop-up ads, and there was just like so much viruses with all these pop-up ads. But here's the thing, the pop-up ads worked very, very well, especially in the first few years where people were visiting websites, and it did a very good job for marketers to collect email addresses, right? So what happens when marketers collect your email address? Now they can market to you for free without paying Google, without paying Facebook, without paying YouTube to show you ads, because now you subscribe to their list. They can just keep sending you emails and marketing emails, send you promotions and sales and all sorts of things, right? But a few problems over here. The first was that because it was becoming so out of control, people started to invent this thing called pop-up blockers, right? Pop-up ad blockers. And with that, overnight, all of the business who were depending on pop-ups disappeared, right? They could not operate anymore. And even if the pop-up ad blocker was not invented, people were starting to recognize that these things are people stopped opting in, because they knew that once they opted in, they're just going to get spammed with promotions and promotions and promotions and promotions, and nobody likes, to be honest, who likes promotions, right? Even if it's a physical newsletter like those that you get in your mailbox, there's just so many of them. People just what usually people do with them, they just throw it away, right? The same thing was happening for pop-up ads. So that was the death of pop-up ads per se. So instead, what happened next was this was created. This is what we call a squeeze page, right? So this was an idea that was born, which instead of having someone come to a website where a pop-up ad would appear, what happened is that they made the pop-up ad the page itself, right? So it would act as this squeeze page, this new pop-up ad page would act as a gateway, and it would force people to put in their email address to actually see what they wanted to see. It would literally squeeze the email out of them, right? So and early on there were many debates, right? Marketing debates. People were saying that why would you do something like this? This is so stupid. You are you're blocking people from seeing your website. That is the worst thing you could do in the entire world. But some people decided to test it anyway. A bunch of marketers started testing it, and amazingly the squeeze page concept worked, right? So in essence, people were paying to obtain email addresses through the squeeze pages, but they were able to continue growing their email list, so they could market to those people on those lists for free forever, right? So as the cost of driving traffic grew, more and more the squeeze page morphed into something different, right? So at first, squeeze pages was just there to like collect your email addresses, but because traffic became more and more expensive, Google was starting to charge more, because they were really growing they were really concerned about the profits at this point of time. So how do you do that? Increase the cost of advertisements, right? So when they did that, what people did next to recoup some of their ad costs was adding pages behind the squeeze page, right? So for example, they were after opting in, you get whatever you opted in for, and afterwards you'll get a thank you page with the content that you opted in for, and next you'll get a page that sells you something. I don't know, it could be an ebook, it could be a product, or a free trial to some program or software. So that is what I'm going to touch on next. It is called the lead funnels, right? Lead funnels are essentially the third generation of pop-up ads, right? First we had pop-up ads when you went to a website, pop, all these different kind of ads that will come up, annoyed the hell out of everybody. We got rid of those. Next was squeeze pages, but squeeze pages did a very good job, very good job. But the problem was the rising cost of ads meant that they could not, marketers could not get as much emails at a very cheap price. So now at the third generation, what we have over here are what we call squeeze pages. Alright, so and that's what led to this third part, right? The third generation, which is lead funnels. So what lead funnels are essentially squeeze pages that have additional steps, right? Squeeze pages will just opt in, thank you, that's it, right? And you follow up with emails. But with lead funnels, what you do is you have an opt-in, you have a thank you page, and then you start selling them stuff. And this way, you recoup your cost for your ads. Do you see where this is going? Because you can recoup. Now the purpose of a lead funnel is not to make money. The purpose of a lead funnel is to collect as many emails as possible. So imagine if you are getting $10 per lead, right? When somebody opts in, they buy a product for $10. Now what you want to do with this $10, you want to put it back into your advertisements, right? And do the selling in the follow-up email sequence. Now if you do this, what this means is that your list will be growing forever without you having to spend a dime from your own pocket. It is going to be building by itself. It's a self-sustaining marketing system. Is that making sense? I don't know if you guys get where I'm coming from. This is just crazy, right? You're getting paid to get more leads for your business, right? So how do you do that? A lead funnel has 5 simple steps, 5 simple parts. The landing page, the thank you page, the sales page, and the follow-up funnel. What I mean by follow-up funnel, that means when I say follow-up funnel, that means it's the email sequences, right? And let me share this story with you. It's a story that Russell Brunson shares in his book, his lead funnel swipe file book, and this is his experience with his very first lead funnel that he actually went through, right? So at the time he had heard about lead funnels, but this didn't really make sense to him, right? They did not make sense because when he saw this website that you're seeing right now, when he saw this thing that you're seeing right now, this page was making $20 million a year, and he just couldn't wrap his head around how can a page like this be making him $20 million a year, right? It just doesn't make sense because it's just a landing page. There's no like payment or anything. He's not collecting payment or anything. So it looked like it was just a landing page, but beyond what the true magic was, what was going on beyond this page, right? It was the mess of this guy's business, right? So what he did next is he went through the landing pages as if he was a customer, but he had to pay attention to every step after that because he was trying to see how he could model it for his business, and in this way he could see the rest of the iceberg below the ocean of the content, and finally understand how this guy was making $20 million a year with this website, right? So step 1 of this funnel was that this guy was putting out a lead magnet, and the magnet was how to tell if a woman is ready for your kiss and how to avoid rejection, right? So what is a lead magnet? For you guys who don't know what a lead magnet is, a lead magnet is something you give away for free when someone gives you his or her email address. Now in theory, you would be creating a lead magnet that would attract your ideal customer and provide value. The key here is to provide value, otherwise nobody's going to opt in anyway, right? So on this website, on Double Your Dating website, what this lead magnet was called the secrets most men will never know about women. Inside, you could learn the kiss test, how to tell if she's ready to be kissed, and other secrets. And so what this person did over here, he created a problem and a curiosity hook at the same time. Now if you were a single man trying to increase your dates, you probably would want to know those secrets, and this is why this lead magnet worked very, very well. Because if you wanted to learn what this landing page suggested that is that if you want to know the secrets, then you would never know about women unless you learn them from him. He made it in a way that you will not be able to get this information from anywhere else, and that's one very important point. I see many lead magnets out there, but the problem with them is that they don't really pique curiosity, right? And if people already kind of know what's behind the opt-in, chances are they'll not opt in at all. So it's very important. One part of a very good lead magnet page is to create very high curiosity, right? So the second part of the landing page is to deliver what you promised on, right? It is what you said you were going to give. So in this example, in this landing page was simple. There was just a headline that presented a problem, a description full of curiosity hooks, a promise to give you all the answers for free after you submitted your name and address, and that's it. It's that simple. And next to the thank you page, right? So in the thank you page, you build trust with your prospective customers by giving them what you said you would give them. You fulfill on your promise, right? So this lead magnet was not long anyways. It was a very powerful and valuable lesson. It was just 2 paragraphs that taught you that, you know, if the woman does this, then she's ready for the kids. If she does not do that, she's not ready. And the thing was that, you know, people think that lead magnets have to be like ebooks, 300 pages ebooks, or like a very long video course, but the truth is it can be, as long as you're able to deliver on what you promised you would give, it can be as short as 2 paragraphs, right? And the fourth part of a lead magnet page is the offer product or service to build your customer list. Right, after your leads have received value from you, they are more likely to do business with you, and this is the best time to offer a product or service to them on your sales page. Offering a product or service right away also helps you recoup your ad costs quickly and build your customer list. Is exactly what I mentioned early on, right? And the last part is actually to follow up with your funnel, to communicate with your list and to build a relationship, and that's where your autoresponders come in very handy, right? Most people need to understand, if this is the first time you're hearing it, then you need to understand that, you know, most of your sales are going to come from following up, right? The money is in the follow-up, because the truth is, until people know, like, and trust you, they're not going to buy anything from you, right? You need to have these 3 components to get people to buy from you. And unless you are like, maybe you could be really, even if you're really charismatic, even if you're really beautiful, very handsome, or whatever that is, chances are out of 100 people who you know, see your ad or see your landing page or your sales page, if you're good, probably 10% would actually buy what you're selling. But the rest, the rest of the entire sale, right, there could be another 30% of sales coming in just by following up with them through your email sequences, right? Of course, with that said, you don't want to spam your emails. Your email sequence should not be sale, you know, day 1 get 50% discount off, day number 2 get 50% discount off, day number 3 50% discount off. And that's how you lose your customers straight away, right? Because that's not how you want to do it. You want to build trust, you know, you want to build a relationship. You want to get them to know and like you, right? Just think of it this way. It's kind of like going out on a date, right? Guys, if you're going out on a date, do you, if you're serious about this girl, do you ask her to, like, marry you on the first date? You could be like, oh my god, I love you so much, you're the love of my life, yada 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 yada, will you marry me? And guess what? The chances are the woman, the lady is gonna be like, you're nuts, get lost, right? It's the same concept. There might be ladies, some women who will be like, oh my god, you're the Prince Charming I've been waiting for my whole life. But what are the chances of that? very, very slim. So it's the same concept. You want to follow up with people, right? That's what dating is for. If you think about it, that's what dating is for. You ask her out. The think about this way, right? The landing page where you get the email is when you successfully asked her out. Yes, I'm going on a date with this really beautiful girl, right? Once you go out with her, and the date are your follow-up emails, right? You find out a little bit more about them, you let them know a little bit more you find out a little bit more of them, and you let them know a little bit more of you, and do it for long enough, and when you finally ask the question, will you marry me, you get a much higher chance of them saying yes. Right, so that's the whole concept of having a lead funnel. If you guys want to find out how you can create really beautiful and simple pages to start collecting emails, I have a video prepared for you guys. I'll leave it in the description below where I show you how real estate agents and financial advisors can create beautiful landing pages and to start collecting these emails so you can follow up with these people, and this will be done on ClickFunnels, right? And talking about ClickFunnels, I want to mention this really awesome offer that they're having. ClickFunnels is a if you guys don't know what ClickFunnels is, it's a drag and drop landing page builder, and there is this really amazing 14-day free trial that they have for you guys. And usually the 14-day free trial is just comes with the software itself. But right now they are having a really awesome promotion where you're getting like tons and tons of bonuses, and I'm just gonna name a few. Two actually of my favorite. The first is that if you get the free trial, the free 14-day trial, right now you're gonna get this thing called Funnel Flix. What Funnel Flix is, it's kind of like Netflix, but it's for business people, it's for entrepreneurs, it's for people who want to make money online, right? So the idea is that it's full of these training videos, so you watch them, right? Watch these videos and go and create something, go build your funnel so you can start getting more customers, more leads, and more business, right? And that's bonus number one. And bonus number two, when you sign up for the free ClickFunnels 14-day trial, is this video training series by Tony Robbins. If you guys don't know who Tony Robbins is, that's okay. You just need to know that he's a really amazing life coach, motivator, and this worldwide speaker that is highly acclaimed by he's coached people like the presidents of the United States, Oprah Winfrey, very athletes of all different levels. So he is somebody who is able to bring out the best out of everybody, and there is this amazing training that Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels, is going to give you for free for 14 days if you use the free trial today, right? So with that said, that's all for me in this video. If there is anything else that you guys want to see from me, if you want to hear from me, please let me know in the comment section below. That's where I get my ideas from. And also, if you have any questions regarding what I mentioned, what I talked about today, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.